Hello, beautiful mutants, and welcome to another glorious day. Uh, Yesterday, it was funny, around 2 o'clock, it's sort of like prepping the dishes, sort of like, yeah, maybe I'll go for a walk this afternoon. I go to the back deck, and it's like pouring. It's just coming down, like, it's just incredible. Like, we don't really get downpours. Like, sometimes we'll get, like, a light shower or something like that, and, like, in thunder showers, we'll get, like, heavy, but I mean, like, it rained probably for a good 5 or 6 hours, heavy at times, light at other times, but yeah. And so this morning it was about 8 or 9 degrees, and well, you saw the pictures I sent earlier of the fog. um, so, as the title will explain, I saw an interesting, very fascinating video. I wasn't sure if it was or not, but it's titled Zodiac and something about its true meaning or something like that. YouTube channel, Esoteric Cross. So I had my doubts, but I thought I'd go for it anyway, sort of thing. And I was pleasantly surprised. Essentially, the entire video talks about the Zodiac, the 12 months, well, not 12 months, but the 12 cycles sort of thing. And, talked about, the beginning, like the 12 months in the year, like 12 inches in a foot, and other stuff. But then, like I said, for the remainder of the video, it kept on referencing the sun as consciousness. And so consciousness as it travels around the earth. So like March is springtime sort of thing, and it's heading towards its full potential, right? April, May, June, right? Spring, summer, like June is symbolized with the intellect, and right when the sun is at its most powerful. Actually they said the sun is not as most powerful until about August 1st, but June 21st is. Anyways, I'll just go quickly over because I've got to make a quick video because I got to head back home, head downtown again. But the two really fascinating things I found. First of all, regarding the Christmas, and I think I've mentioned to you before regarding the 72 days of dark, the 72 hours of darkness, right? And the whole like and then like 10 days of explaining what's really going on and stuff like that. My crazy talk from a couple years ago. Whoa, oh, just kidding. Anyway, so December 21st is the winter solstice, as we all know, right? And it's when the sun is at its lowest point. Okay, and I think I've heard this before as well, but it doesn't. It stalls for 3 days, for 72 hours. Not that it doesn't rise and set, sort of thing. It's not. But it doesn't go any higher, if that makes sense. So for 3 days, okay, and December 25th is when it starts rising again in the sky. So ascension, right? And it relates to the moon as being the subconscious. So the sun is the conscious, the moon is the subconscious. Maybe Earth is the ego or something like that. The three. Right? Because obviously Earth plays a big part of it. So anyway, so that's that. So that's very interesting. But what's even more interesting, so right, December 25th is and this okay. So a long time ago, I'll preface it by saying, like, I read in an information almanac when I think it was like grade 7, somewhere between grade 7 and 8, I think, maybe. Yeah, because I think it was like the 1980s or 1970s. I can remember. But I went through the book. Anyways, one of the things that I found really interesting was how they determined Easter every year. And Easter Sunday is the first Sunday after the first full moon, after the first day of spring. Okay. And it's sort of like, Okay. I know the Chinese New Year is to do with the first something or other after the first new moon, after the right after the December equinox. So maybe look into that and find out why they celebrate it that way. Uh, so so yeah, so you're gonna love this. Well, maybe not. I don't know. It's I gotta watch the video again. I gotta write notes and stuff like that. But it's my flavor of the week. Next week it'll be all forgotten, but it'll stay on anyways. Anyway, so going back to Easter. So Easter, so the first Sunday, sun is Sunday, right? Is the first Sunday. So the first day we celebrate sun after the first full moon, and the full moon is representing our subconscious. So like I think the full moon is that we're revitalizing our batteries. We're getting ready for the upcoming upcoming summer season of strong elevating our consciousness sort of thing, right? So the first day of spring is March 21st. We got to wait till the next full moon. Could be anywhere earliest the 22nd of March to like April 18th or 19th or something like that. But after that full moon, we celebrate Easter as after the equinox. Like it's going above. It's right. Okay. So March 21st is when it enters the northern hemisphere, right? So at the end of September, right? Obviously, it's going back into the southern hemisphere, and so obviously this is relating just to people who live in the north sort of thing, as they say that most of the people do live in the north, like most. So I don't know. It could be very religious based, but I don't know, take it for what you will. I found it very interesting. Like I said, I'm going to go back and stuff like that. And so the second part I was going to talk about is the that Blue Emerald Alchemy website that I was talking to you about. I think I mentioned in the email. What I quoted was actually in the email regarding 2 different products that he was promoting, and essentially he's been running the website for 24 years. His name is Jason Davis. For some reason, it reminds me of James. With the monster Beaumont. That's what he has. Beaumont, awesome car. And I think James Davis was the author of Garfield, who celebrates my birthday. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I mean, like I said, this website, I think it was in my days when I was really going down the rabbit hole with surfingtheapocalypse.net. And interesting thing about apocalypse is one of its meaning is unveiling the truth. And I feel like maybe that's what's happening, is that we are entering sort of like a consciousness apocalypse. But anyway, so I went and browsed his website again this morning just for curiosity and stuff like that. Most of it's just products that he's selling, and for what reason sort of thing. Like they're almost like elixirs sort of thing. They're his concoctions, like but it led me to this other website that I got more research into. It's called Imagi, and it's essentially putting thought form, and it's like I said, and I know about this because I know about water and and talking to plants and stuff like that, and so there's that. So happy Thursday. Weekend's almost here. Race weekend. Woohoo. Would you believe it? In the whole month, I didn't watch one race. I think last year I watched an entire season. So, I mean, I don't know what that, but I guess I don't really have much free time this year. I don't know. Anyways, stay tuned.